PCS Nation, out the window. Monday night, coming to you live from the PCS studios, just outside of Blue, New York City, the scum pit of left-holery of America. Welcome to another PCS Nation out the window. Plenty to do today. I'm tired as hell. Man, I told you in one of the posts a couple of days ago that I was just way off on my sleep pattern. And I was going to sleep real early and getting up real early in the morning, like 3 hours before my alarm, just like too late to really go back to sleep. It's just been screwing me up. So like last night, I like made a point of it to like stay up late. I stayed up till like 10:30, 11 o'clock reading. And I was like, all right, I got this, man. I'm on top of it. I'm going to get back on track. And we got smacked with this storm last night. About 3 o'clock in the morning, it was coming so hard. The sleep was hitting the window like fucking BBs. And it woke me up. So I've been up since 3 o'clock after about 4 hours of sleep. So I'm a little stupid tonight. Things could get out of control. Fortunately, we'll have Linda here, the queen, to keep me on track and get me steered back in the right direction and poke me and wake me up if I happen to fall asleep. I heard some interesting news on the way over here. Actually, not on the way over here. On the way home from the train station. And I don't know a lot about it yet, but Newsmax, Joe Pinion, the guy who did the Saturday morning show on Newsmax, has left Newsmax and is running against Chuck Schumer for his Senate seat this November. So that kind of caught me by surprise. If anybody knows anything about that and wants to go into the comments and get me filled in, I'm going to check it out later because that's interesting. Look, I don't know how much of a chance this guy, he's a great, smart guy. That's first of all. He's bright. He's got a great personality. He's great on TV. He's great with the camera. It's just you're going up against, like, you know, the top end of the machine. I can't see him beating Schumer, but, man, it could be interesting. So I'm going to keep an eye on that. I'm going to find out a little bit more about that later on. Queen Linda.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey.
We snuck you right in.
Couple things here.
What's up?
Did you forget to put the screen up on the window?
I did not. The screen is up.
It looks sort of blurry.
You know what? Two things. First of all, I wiped it on my shirt at the last second because I forgot to clean the lens, so I might have jacked it all up, and I'm not going to mess with it now. But it's also snowing a little bit out, too.
Oh, okay.
We're getting smacked.
Right.
We've been, the weather here is just ridiculous. It's not even just like, you guys are all used to me bitching about the cold, and it's been out of control. But the thing is, like, in the in-between days, it's going up into like the 50s.
Wow.
And then, like, we're going to get a high of 50, and then tomorrow it's going to be, like, 32. Then the next day it's going to be 9. Then the next day it's going to be 44. It's all over the place. It's like, I think I'm going to get pneumonia. I don't think this is the CBGBs that I got now. I think it's a little early pneumonia. I don't know.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
And
It's not
the
that
other
bad.
the other thing was, I think tonight's a full moon. But
It is.
if it's cloudy there and snowing, you wouldn't be able to see it, maybe.
Yeah,
but
it was supposed to be. It was pretty close last night. I saw it last night, but tonight it's supposed to be
because
full.
at one time it rose right during the show.
That
We
was
watched
awesome.
it rise. That was so cool.
Great. I
Yeah.
hope we didn't get that one pulled. We had a couple of videos pulled, and I got to go back and look at them. But yeah, that was cool. So,
Yeah.
what'd you do this weekend?
Oh, not too much.
Yeah.
And, you know, that was just the way I liked it. I
Yeah.
needed a weekend where it didn't really have to do anything I didn't want to do.
Yeah, that's cool. Rick Burgess is making fun of us. He's saying, I know, down to the 50s in Florida. Brrr.
Yeah.
Nice newbie. I think you're a newbie anyway. Anyway, if you are, welcome. I'm just messing with you. You know what I did? I
What?
told you this already, too. I tried to watch a football game
Oh, yeah.
for the first time in probably 10 years. It's like, I'm not a sports guy. Track is my sport. We're not even going to get into that. And I spent like 10 minutes, and I had to stop because like 8 minutes of it was commercials.
Uh-huh.
Like, is that normal? Is that what TV's like? I don't watch TV. I just don't at all. I don't own one.
I so much watch what I've recorded. So
Yeah.
I fast forward through the commercials. So it's hard for me to say how many commercials, there are because I sort of ignore them and don't pay attention to them.
It was unbearable. I couldn't even watch. I had to stop after like 10 minutes. It was like it started when I went on to it. I got the Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
Well, I'm already like all over that, and I'm downloading books and stuff. I told you I didn't want to get it.
Yeah.
And this is exactly why. But I was like, let me just see that. It was the Dallas 49ers game, I think.
Oh.
And I was like, all right, let me just watch. Let me just watch this game.
That one was actually really interesting at the end.
Well, the thing was, though, I put it on, and it was like 2 minutes of commercial before the game even came on. I didn't start it right from the beginning. And then the game came on, and it was like 35 seconds of the game.
Yeah.
And then like another 3 minutes of commercials. And then I'm like, this is stupid. Like, if this is how TV is, I'm glad I stopped. Like, I haven't seriously, I'll tell you exactly, the last time I seriously watched TV, I probably have told people this before, was 2008. And it was The Shield, the last season of The Shield.
Oh.
Which was the greatest show ever on TV. If you never watched it, absolutely, it's worth, like, go on Amazon Prime. You have to buy it, but, which is a shitty thing about Amazon Prime. I thought, like, with the videos, you got, like, all the videos free.
Yeah,
It's
I
like,
did too.
yeah, they kind of, whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still got its value, but,
yeah.
But yeah, that was my weekend. I tried to watch football and failed.
Okay.
I don't think I'm missing anything. But yeah, that was what I was just saying, The Shield, 2008. And I had quit before that. Like, I really had stopped watching TV a lot before that because it's just a stupid thing. And I remember distinctly it was that because that show was so good. I used to go to my parents' house because I didn't have a TV. And I would go to their house on Tuesday nights after I saw my kids just to watch The Shield just to finish out the season. And then, boom, I was done with TV after that.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Not that anybody gives a fat dog's fart, but there's a little G-World for you.
Yep.
So what's on your mind today, Queen Linda?
Well, since it's Martin Luther King Day all day today, I think we got to mention that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I can definitely talk about that today.
Okay, good.
First of all, I spent all day on Twitter listening to people tell other people who can or cannot speak about Martin Luther King on his birthday.
Uh-huh.
And it was a lot of the people who were telling the other people that they couldn't speak. It was curiously a lot of white people telling the other people that they couldn't speak. And it was just like, you really shouldn't speak if you don't understand him. And you really shouldn't say anything about this if you're on that side of things. And you really shouldn't speak today on Martin Luther King's birthday if you don't share his ideals. And that was the one that kind of put me over the edge because I'm like, who doesn't... I'm not going to speak for a minute about what he would think about anything that's going on right now. But I just want to talk about basic ideals. And there's good things about this man and there's bad things about this man. Just like any other human being. The ideals, this man, he couldn't possibly be in line with what is going on right now. And the things that people are talking about right now. And like just that right there, that example, like he didn't say you judge people by the color of their skin, not by the content of their character. Or no, I got that totally backwards, didn't I?
Yeah, the opposite of that.
You judge people not by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character.
Yes.
Okay, that's what he said. He didn't say you don't judge black people by the color of their skin and not by the content of it. He was talking about people. He was talking about everybody. And for you to come and say the things I was seeing, I didn't get into it. I didn't mess with this at all. But just to see these people telling other people you shouldn't speak because you don't believe in this or you don't believe in the voting, defending the vote or whatever woke bullshit goes on now. Yeah, and you can't talk about the man. You're the one that's a little offline, I think, on what the man's principles were.
Yes.
And again, not speaking as any bit of an expert. I know, I learned what I learned in school, and I've educated myself a little bit more about him. I don't know a lot about him. I know the good things he did, and I heard some of the things that are not so nice about him. Again, just like anybody, just like me, just like any of you out there. But if I want to talk about it and celebrate him on his birthday and the things he did, and the things like you're making stuff up about to fight for that he already actually fought for, it's just really rubbing me the wrong way. I'm going way further into this quickly than I planned to. So jump in and stop me, and let me hear a little bit about what you think, and let me regroup.
Well, he was assassinated in 1968, and so I was just a kid when that happened. So,
right.
I don't really have any memory of, how he was and how things were when he was alive. So all I know is what, what I've read since then.
Yeah.
But it seems like the things he was fighting for and his followers were fighting for. And when I say fighting, they weren't like fighting like they do now. I mean, they were peacefully marching and, everything was relatively calm with him and his group. But it was more like, that, okay, maybe the blacks didn't have as many rights, like down in Alabama or, down south in the 60s.
I don't think anybody's denying that.
No,
I mean, certainly
and that has all been resolved. I mean, I don't think there's any place in the United States where a black person can't vote, can't get a job, can't get an apartment, can't do, that all the things he was fighting for have been resolved, in my opinion.
That's exactly
as far
right.
As I know, I don't know everything, but as far as I know, they've all been resolved.
And that goes right into the whole thing I was just saying about the whole, they're making this all about this Voting Rights Act, which is just nonsense. Who doesn't, and I've been asking this question all over Twitter. I think I talked about this the other night. Whenever they bring it up, which they do on the hour, on like 3-hour intervals, everybody comes out, Kamala and Meatbag Joe and Schumer and whoever else, the whole handful, and they come out and they make all the same tweet. And at one time it'll be about Build Back Better, and another time it'll be out, look what we did with the infrastructure plan, and then it'll be about the Voting Rights Act, which is just bullshit. And they're promoting this, and they just keep bringing it up like that. And all I ever do is I go in there and I just post, who reading this can't vote? Who reading this doesn't have the right to vote? Something like that. Just one line. Yeah. Just putting it out there. I've put it up 50 times. And it gets ignored most of the time. We had one conversation sprung up from it where it was a woman who said she was getting older and she couldn't get to the thing. And like people jumped on her. I was like, I didn't want, I wasn't looking for that. That's not what I was trying to provoke. I was trying to provoke the conversation. But the thing is, it went on for a while, and I didn't even participate. And I told you the other night, I'm just a promoter. I just get the fight started and then step back and make memes about it later. But this one got rolling, and to her credit, she jumped up, and she didn't get nasty with anybody. She defended herself, and she said, look, this is my situation, and it was legitimate. But this is a person who, like a mail-in voting thing, is for. It's already there. It's already in place. But getting off that, the thing about it was it was the conversation that I was looking for, because in addition to the couple of people that were kind of beating up on her a little bit, which was stupid, some people were getting in and saying, hey, look, there's resources. Like, there's things you can do. Maybe you don't know about this. And I don't know that it resolved itself. I don't know that it came out to an outcome where this person figured out how to go vote. Okay? But people had the conversation, and they're not even letting you have their conversation. It's just, this is it. We have to do this to defend democracy. We have to do this to defend your right to vote. This is just a bunch of bullshit. Everybody has the right to vote, whether you have the means to get there, whether you have the ID. That's problems that you can solve. But you're talking about the right to vote. You're defending the right to vote. It's bullshit. That's been done already.
Yeah.
And if there's anybody, I'll tell you right now, you know what? As diminished as we are here on Facebook, there's still 25,000 people pass through here every day, okay?
Yeah.
If there's anybody out there, or you share this to somebody who you know, who can't vote, who doesn't have the right to vote, who can't vote, because there's something that they're talking about in these bills, contact me, message me. I got 25,000 people a day pass through this website. I'll find somebody that can help you figure out to vote wherever you are. I'll bet you I can do that. You want to tell me you don't have the right to vote, you can't vote? That's bullshit. You get somebody to help you out. Message me. I'll put it out there. I'll help you find a way to vote if you legitimately can't find a way to vote. How about that?
I think that's a good idea. I can't understand how these Democrats have not run Joe Biden out of town on a rail. I mean, today, like, he couldn't even let Martin Luther King's memory have a day without bringing up George Floyd and equating George Floyd's death. And it's like, are you kidding me?
He said that.
Criminal junkie. And you're comparing him to Dr. King, who everybody has said was like, this gentle and wanted everybody to get along and love each other person. That just boggles my mind.
It was just ridiculous.
It's like Dr. King is not radical enough for these people anymore, and they're just kicking him to the curb and taking somebody else.
It's just the thing is, it's so nonsensical. That comparison is just completely nonsensical.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous.
and
it's exactly, you said it exactly right. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
He shouldn't have mentioned the two names in the same sentence like that.
This guy, it's kind of funny because I had a shitload of tweets today, and I put a bunch of them up already. And there's a bunch more. I'll probably put them up later, or maybe save them till tomorrow. But I don't know if probably not too many people know Stacey Washington. Maybe more than I think, because she's not real big time. Like, she's on some of the talk shows every once in a while. You see her. She has her own radio show. She's got a great website. She's on Facebook. Definitely check her out. And she was talking about that. She was talking about how she couldn't believe that he said that. And she was talking about how his aides let that happen, how like his people let that happen. And I tweeted her back. I was like, you know what? When you have a president that has a 33% approval rate, you don't have a whole lot to lose by just trying anything once. So it's probably like that. It's just probably like, just let the fucking guy go. Just see what he says. Maybe something will make sense. Just just statistically speaking, something's got to tumble out of his word hole that's going to make sense in the context of the other words that it's in the sentence. Yeah. It's got to happen. It's like if a million ants had a million whatever, and they could build a cathedral or whatever that thing is from, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I mean, eventually he's got to get something right? I mean, right?
Yeah.
We talked about this the other night. He hasn't gotten one thing right yet.
Yeah.
And he got another wrong today, comparing Martin Luther King Jr. to George Floyd.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't even comparing him, in fact. I don't remember the exact quote, but he was saying that the assassination of Martin Luther King Jr. didn't have the global impact of the murder of George Floyd.
Yes, that's pretty much, that's almost exactly what he said.
So it wasn't even, it compared him. He minimized Martin Luther King Jr. on his birthday.
Yeah,
I know. Oh my! And people just lick it up. They just lick it up. It's unreal.
Yeah.
What are we gonna do?
I don't know.
What else? Who's in the comments? We haven't been doing the comments too much lately. We've been talking too much.
Yeah.
Mary Gunny said, Martin Luther King, I just jumped up as I was about to read it. Let me see if I can get it back without losing it. Martin Luther King went about it without violence, and that's why he was respected. He was on message and spoke common sense to bring people together. That's it.
Yeah,
you nailed it.
Totally
Mary Gunny. You killed it.
Yeah.
Mary Gunny from Grand Rapids, Michigan. OG PCSer. Great job. Who's saying Biden could take a lesson? Marianne Laura. Biden could take a lesson from him on uniting. Crazy stuff. I just don't. There's so much going on because we're just beating the same horse. And you know what I'm going to say. This just what a meatbag he is and what a mess he is and how much trouble we're in.
Yeah. Hey, does anybody know what Jill Biden, like, usually the first lady will have like some pet project that's her thing, What is Jill Biden's thing? Does she have a thing?
She's Alice Cooper on the weekends. She just puts on a black wig.
Yeah, that's right.
You never see the pictures? She does club tours. I don't know. She's the healer now.
Yeah.
What was that all about? Did you see that today? She was saying something about that she never thought she would be such a healer as she was in the first year of this president. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about, you lunatic? You elder abuser.
I don't know who she's healing, but whatever.
The other day, I put that poll out, and it didn't get that much play. It didn't get out there that well, and I thought it was a good question. It was a good poll about making the I can't remember exactly what I called it, but the presidential mercy rule, like in Little League.
Oh, yeah.
Where, like, if a team gets ahead by 10 runs in Little League, they stop the game. Yeah. And they should have the presidential mercy rule where if Biden's approval rating goes below 25%, he automatically is out. He's just out. You're out. You are out if you go below 25%. And he's heading there because it's not going to go up. It's going to keep going down. Yeah. But I thought that was a great idea.
Yeah. Hey, Marianne Laura has a comment. She says, everybody say hi to my friend Diane Or Diane D. Diane Dye. This is her first time here.
Awesome.
Ooh, we got a first timer.
We're not paying attention to the scroll as much as we did with the older show, which we should really change that. But say the name again so I could see. Well, if you're not here, I'll catch up with it on the comments. But Diane,
it says Diane Dye.
Diane Dye. Okay, keep an eye for that. And the other one was, if I'm not mistaken, was Eric Rick Burgess. I don't remember.
Oh yeah,
I remember Eric Burgess. I think either we had another Burgess or you changed your account. But let us know on that. Who's saying hi, everyone? That is Diane Dye.
Oh yeah, there she is.
All right, cool. We got a newbie. Welcome.
Yeah.
I didn't see AJ out there tonight, so nobody will bite.
Yeah. Hey, speaking of this Diane Dye, that just made the royal family pop into my head.
Yeah.
And Queen Elizabeth, her whatever they call it, Jubilee or the Sapphire Jubilee or whatever it is, because she's going to have been serving or whatever she does, being the queen.
Yeah, it's actually
for 70 years.
Yeah, 70. I think it was 75.
Oh, maybe.
And that's the Jubilee year. It's not like the Golden Jubilee or anything. I think it's just 75 is the Jubilee. That's like the actual genuine.
Well,
I don't know.
It's going to be in the beginning of February.
Right.
So
I like her.
Kind of want to take bets as to how soon after this Jubilee date happens, and she can say that she was the queen for 75 years or whatever, that she's going to hand over the reins to Prince Charles.
You think?
I think she's just holding on to get to this milestone.
Really?
I think so, because she is getting so old.
That never even crossed my mind.
Yeah, I think.
Wow.
As soon
Now
as
I'm
the
gonna not sleep
75
again
thing
tonight.
hits, she at some point, not too far after that, she's going to hand it over.
She's not a kid. I mean, she's spry as hell for her age.
Yeah.
She's like 95 or 96, I think.
Yeah.
And man, she's feisty. I like her a lot. I actually do. Just forget all the bullshit surrounding it. Well, it's just they're tourist attractions. They're Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse. I don't mean to be offensive or anything like that, and I hope I'm not being, but I like her. I just like kind of. It's the same. People always used to give me shit, but I kind of. If you set everything aside, I would have sat down and drank shots with Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
Yeah.
Like, freaky old ladies who don't give a shit about anything are fun to talk to.
Yeah.
You just get like a little, give them a little glass of sherry and whatever, and just let them talk. It's fun. And like, she strikes me that way too. But she's been
the queen since she was 26 years old.
All right, then it must be 70 because she couldn't be that old. I was thinking about that. I could have swore it was 75, but that makes more sense. But I thought she was actually younger when she started. I thought she was like 21 or 22, but I might be wrong. I don't know. I'm not up on the royal family all too much, except what's on like TMZ and shit. And Prince Albert, right? Or Prince Albert, right? He's the one that's in trouble.
No, Prince Andrew.
Prince Andrew. Who's Prince Albert? Prince Albert in the can? I really thought there was a Prince Albert.
Chewing tobacco.
Yeah, or tuna or something like that.
Yeah.
No, Prince Andrew.
Yeah, Prince Andrew.
And I was making myself laugh, and I couldn't get it into a tangible form to share with the PCS family that she kicked him out. Like, she really, like, threw him out, and she stripped away all his royal powers, whatever, like he's like a fucking superhero. But she took away all his, like, royalty stuff, and she took away all the financing, the titles. Like, she kicked him out. And all I kept thinking about was Lewis Winthorpe from Trading Places with Eddie Murphy and Dan Aykroyd. When they flipped him out, and he was like out and with the coat with the fur collar on and all scuffed up, and then when nobody's getting it. Or you're not getting it.
I just read something about Prince Andrew that he, even as an adult now, he has 50 to 60 stuffed teddy bears on his bed.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a little creepy.
It's a little weird. Yeah.
He's how old too? He's pretty old.
Oh, he's pretty old. Yeah, he's getting up there too. He don't look good anymore.
But they said that he was her favorite too, and she had to kick him out. Yeah. And it was like they were comparing it this morning. Somebody was talking about comparing it to when they tossed Princess Harry out.
Yeah.
But it's not the same kind of thing. Like, that was more like, you're welcome. You're still a part of the family, and like I always said, when Harry and wed Meghan, England didn't just gain a princess; we gained two princesses, and
Yeah.
they're still like kind of part of the family like that. This one sounds like it was cold-blooded. Like they just like cut the cord, like pushed him out like with his suitcase out into front of the front gate of Buckingham Palace. So it was kind of weird. Now the other thing too with Ghislaine Maxwell said now, and I don't know if this is bullshit or not, it's just one of those things that like popped up but didn't really get legs in the news cycles. That they said that she's not fighting to keep her list of names secret anymore.
Yeah, she's got a list of 8 names.
Yeah.
And she's not fighting to keep that secret anymore.
All right, so that's Bill Clinton, that's Bill Gates. Who's next? Who's after that?
Probably Prince Andrew.
And I'm sorry, I should have said that. That's 3, at least 5.
Yeah.
Who else? PCSers, get in the comments. Come on, quick. We're going to wrap it up soon. We got 3. Eric's in there. Rick Burgess is name number 4 on Jiz Maxwell's list. I knew this is the kind of clientele we attract here.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, well, we'll figure it out. I don't know.
Yeah.
Or she'll or something awful will happen to her. You know how that goes too. You think, I can't see it. I can't see them getting to her.
Oh, Tom Hanks. Oh, somebody's saying Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks.
Yeah, I remember hearing that rumor, yep.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Who else? And there was like a couple of CEOs of like, I don't know. It's hard to believe it's only 8 names, to be perfectly honest with you.
But maybe 8 names that we might recognize.
Please let Clinton
because
be
a lot
one.
of these people, they say the name when nobody know who they were.
Yeah, that's true. No, but they were prominent names. They were like names you would have known, so. I don't know. Slick Willie, Bill Gates, Randy Andy, John Roberts. Who said that? Jennifer Jerem Lamley said John Roberts. You think? Like, are you just guessing on that, or is there something that you heard, or, boy, are we just fucking slandering everybody tonight here on PCS Nation Out the Window?
I don't know. Jennifer's usually pretty accurate.
John
with what
Roberts.
she says.
I'm not unhappy about that. I wouldn't be unhappy about that. But man, do you think they could pull that off and get her? I can't imagine they could. What am I saying? Of course they can. Of course they can. Bobo Leach is saying John Roberts has been named many times. Really? Yeah. Wow, I got to look into this a little bit more. I didn't really pay it all that much attention because I thought it was kind of silly and nothing was going to come. It's probably still nothing's going to come of it. What are we getting all? Look at us. We're getting all happy and giddy about it. Nothing's going to happen. It's a bunch of bullshit. John Roberts, Jennifer Jerem Lamb is saying that John Roberts' name has been thrown around. Wow. All right. We lost the SCOTUS, man. We lost the Supreme Court. We lost the FBI. The shit. Oh, about the stuff in Texas. You got to be kidding with that statement they came out with about that it wasn't a terrorist act or it wasn't directed against Jewish people. Come on, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, guys. An Islamic terrorist goes to a temple, takes Jewish people hostage, demands another terrorist be released from prison or he'll kill a Jewish person. And that wasn't an act of terrorism directed at Jewish people. Explain yourselves. You can't make that mistake. And then they played it off like it was a mistake. And they came right back out and they made a step back cleanup comment. But you can't do that. You gotta be kidding.
And they keep calling him a British. The British shooter.
What? Yeah.
Or the shooter had a British accent. And then also I heard he has dark white skin. Dark white.
Oh boy. And the Waukesha truck weapon.
Parade
they won't say the
attacker.
guy's name. They won't even in the New York Post, even Newsmax, they won't say his name. They're saying the Waukesha parade killer or something. They won't say the guy's name.
Yeah.
Why not? Come on. That's all they said when say their name, say their name, say their name. Say this guy's name.
Yeah.
Why not? We're ending angry. I hate doing that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tell me something. Tell me a joke.
Well, Bruce will be happy that we're ending on time because he said the football game's coming
All
out
right.
in a little while.
We got to get out of here. I want to step in the way of football. What's the game tonight that I'm not watching?
What's the game tonight, Bruce? The Rams and the Cardinals.
Okay.
And we don't care. We don't care as far as Green Bay because that's all been settled.
Okay.
49ers are coming here next weekend.
All right. They look pretty good from what I heard.
Yeah.
I feel a little better now. So thank you to Bruce. Tell Bruce thank you for jumping in. It's like a little rescue mission there. We're going to jump out of the way.
Thank you.
Guys, you want to get onto the PCS Nation website on Substack. It's $6 a month to subscribe, 21 cents a day. Get full access to all the archives, all the videos, the morning reports, everything we do over there. You bookmark it, visit it, just like any other page. Keep yourself off Facebook. If you want the free content, you go over there, give up your email, and you can get everything we post on Facebook delivered directly to your email through Substack. But we have a lot more fun on the actual website, and it's only $6 a month or $60 a year, which is 21 cents a day or even less than that. So get over there, hook a brother up, and join the party. Thank you to everybody out there who's already with me on PCS Nation on Substack. Thank you first. I can't even say it. I'm so tired. I'm going to bed right after. No, I still got work to do. I love you guys. Linda, you got anything going out the door? Nope. Nope. Never.
Nope, you beat me to it.
Nah, because you say everything when up front. You don't wait till the last minute. I got 19 more things I want to say now, but I'm not because I'm just deliriously tired and I'm getting out of here. Again, thank you to everybody for all your support. Oh, let me just read the number real quick. If you're still around on Twitter, PCS, we're at PCS 29555-273. Linda, if you could, type it in. Everybody, have a great rest of your night. Enjoy your football games, whatever you're watching. I'm going to bed. I love you guys. See you on the platforms tomorrow, and I'm out.